Are you waiting for your creative work to be absolutely perfect before you even consider putting it out there? Stop waiting for perfect. But if I wait and I work on it some more, won't I have something better? Why shouldn't I strive for perfection? Stick around and find out. Hi, I'm Hope Weinstein. I'm the author of The Creative Toolbox, a practical guide to discovering and using your creativity. And I love helping people as they navigate their creative journeys. If you love to create and you're anything like me, you may be hesitant to put your work out or finish working on something or even start working on something if you're afraid it won't turn out just as you hoped it would. We creatives get very attached to our work. It's like having a baby. We put so much into helping it to grow and thrive. So when things don't go as we want them to, we tend to take it personally. It's understandable. Creative work comes from your heart and soul. So it's natural to feel like a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to starting, continuing with, or putting out your work. I'm not talking about something that you have been working on for a short while. I'm talking about work that you have spent a lot of time and energy on, that you have revised repeatedly and polished countless times. But no matter how much time and effort you put into working on it, it never feels good enough to release to the world. So maybe you never do, but you have creative ability which ought to be shared with others, or at least completed for your own fulfillment. So I wouldn't recommend leaving your creative idea as just an idea, or your creative project incomplete or unshared. So what do you do when your need for perfection stands in the way of your creativity? It can be helpful to examine your perspective on perfection. First, think about what would be more valuable to this world. A project that someone put out that was done, not perfect, but done. Or something nearing perfection, but hidden away because it's not out there for people to see. What good is waiting for perfect when you can't share your idea with the world and the world can't benefit from it? For example, maybe you don't start working on a video you want to make, or never put it out because you can't afford the camera you want to use to film it. Without that camera, you decide not to do or finish the project because you feel that the quality of the video won't be good enough. But if you have a relatively recent phone, you can probably film a video of reasonable quality. So in this case, complete your project with the equipment you have. After all, your ideas and your work have more value than your equipment. To avoid the perfection trap, before you start or continue working on a project, write out what your finished project will look like. Make your criteria clear and realistic so you expect to do quality work without it needing to be perfect. Setting a challenging but reasonable goal puts you on track to achieve it. A goal of perfection will never be an achievable human goal. This leads to my next point. Imperfection is part of the beauty of human creativity. It's natural for us to make mistakes, and when flaws show up in our work, they're signs of our authenticity and humanity. The late musical artist Prince put out musical tracks with guitar errors. When his sound editor asked Prince if he would like to re-record the tracks, Prince said no, that the tracks he put out captured the emotion he wished to convey to his audience. And to Prince, capturing that emotion was more important than making the tracks acoustically perfect. This is an example of the beauty of imperfection in human creativity. Finally, I want to emphasize that although creativity involves a deeply personal process, as you are the vessel that births your idea to reality, it is only one part of what shapes your identity. In other words, the product of your creative work does not define your worth as a person. If a creative project fails or falls below your expectations, that does not diminish your personal value. If you do experience failure in your work, it can be caused by many things, some within and some out of your control. But no matter how your creative projects turn out, you are just as valuable as anyone else based on your birthright as a human. So you can detach from your connection to your work whenever you choose, and understand that any judgments that are made about your work take nothing away from who you are, a soul having a perfectly imperfect human experience who gets to create. What do you do to complete your projects without allowing the need for perfection to get in the way? What are your experiences with perfectionism when it comes to creativity? Comment down below. You never know who your comment may help. Well, that's it for now. I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more creative tools. See you soon.